If you're anything like me, I'm sure you've found yourself at one point or another feeling trapped in this endless loop of work and play week after week. And it gets to the point where all that matters is how we reward ourselves after a tough week at work. And what happens? We become nearsighted. We forget how to be ambitious with our goals and with our vision. We allow others to determine our limits, and we learn to accept them. We learn to quit, and we grow this mindset where coming to terms with our misery and complaining about it is a lot easier than struggling for a better life. How did he avoid to getting caught for so long? I heard he had been disguising himself as a pastor at some church. I think there are even some people who have seen him giving sermons during church services. How did he get away with that? Who knows? From what I hear, he really has a way with words and with people. The way they talk about him, well, it sounds like he had a way of making people believe everything he said. What a waste of talent. Talk about misuse of talent. Yes, it's a real shame. Yesterday, I was at a coffee shop and I was having a cup of coffee and minding my own business when I started to get distracted by a conversation that was having on at another table. There was a group of young men. There must have been 5 or 6 of them. If I were to guess, they are teenagers. Anyway, they were having a very heated conversation about the new Avengers movies. You think, well, they'll be careful about describing about the new movies at a public place like that. But you know what? They seemed too excited to care. I mean, I was lucky. I had already seen the movie. Otherwise, it would have completely ruined the movie for me. So, if you haven't seen the movie yet and planning to, please be careful when you are out in public. And if you happen to hear anything that sounds remotely related to the movie, just shut your ears and get out of there. Yesterday, I was at a park with my dog and I got into conversation with this stranger. And I noticed that he used the English word treat instead of kanshi, which immediately caught my attention because it isn't one of those English words that is typically used with Korean, let alone, well, that alone It was pretty clear indication he had a certain level of comfort with English language. In my last job, we organized a group of high-level students to provide the beginners more frequent feedback, but it did more than just that. You know, at the time, higher level students felt like they had hit a plateau, as men often do. But by taking on responsibility of teaching someone else, it motivated them to upgrade their game and grow. By the looks of it, I think we can expect it to be up and running by the 7th. What do you think? The 7th? Give or take a day, sure. I honestly used to think voice phishing was really stupid. I used to think, how could anyone fall for something like that? But after experiencing myself, well, I changed. It's one thing to hear it's one thing that it happened to others, but it's a whole nother thing that it happened to have it happen to you. It's a whole nother thing to have it happen to you. It not only changed the way I talk about the voice phishing, it completely changed the way how I managed my private information online. Well, see you.